So I want to start our wrap up by reviewing what we talked about, and then I'm going to invite Anthony and Nicole to come back and kind of reflect on what we've talked about today and what they learned. So we started and ended with deepfake Drake, and we talked about the idea of spitting in the wind, Universal Music Group, right side and wrong side of history. It's Universal Music Group that's on the wrong side of history here. The right side of history is going to be those folks who are cyborgs, who are able to partner with AI to create new possibilities, both for profit and for artistry. We talked about how AI for audio and video works. It's very similar to the way we train dogs and our children, which is through reinforcement learning. And it is a kind of trial and error process, but very sophisticated when you get down into the guts of it. And then we talked about the state of AI for audio and video, which is admittedly clumsy and kludgy, like if any of you got the chance to watch that beer commercial I shared with you. We then wanted to talk about empowerment and accessibility with AI, how we can make these tools allow us to bring art to communities that might not have been otherwise able to experience it, whether it be the deaf community or the blind community or other marginalized communities. And we saw that in action with artist Mio Yamauchi, who has her own new show coming up this fall that we hope you all can participate in. And we recognize that the tools and the mindset to empower accessibility are not cost prohibitive. It's much more about knowledge prohibitive. And so if you educate yourself and practice on these tools, they're so brand new. There are no experts. There are only people who are a few steps ahead of you. And if you work harder than them, you can catch up. Then we demoed 4 tools: Runway ML with Jeff, and then Pictory, Opus, and Video with Nicole. And what we showed is that there are those and many more tools that can be used for very specific use cases and help you save a lot of time, or frankly, do things that were cost prohibitive and now you can do yourself. And finally, we ended with the mandate: become Grimes, partner with AI, find new ways to make money, leverage the power of AI and of the crowd to help you push your business into new ways. In many ways, even as I think about this, this course itself is an example of a Grimes, where I'm leaning into the discomfort of talking about tools that I don't fully understand myself, recognizing that this is something that is brand new, that we're all learning, and I'm just going to try to continue to be like maybe 1 or 2 steps ahead of the crowd, to constantly be on the cutting edge, to be willing to try and fail even in a public space, and that's my big aha for today. Anthony, what was your biggest aha from today?
My biggest aha is that I'm in line with Jeff and Nicole about the approach to using this new tool, AI. And I would just like to leave also with everyone is that, as I mentioned at the beginning of my presentation, number 1 was solve a particular problem. Don't try to solve the whole thing, but solve a particular problem. It could be one tool, like pick the picturing, right? Solves one problem, and use that tool as you move forward in your AI journey. And and just remember the fundamentals of business and apply AI to the fundamentals of business that you're doing. That's kind of like my aha moment for me for today.
Thank you. Nicole?
My aha, well, I mean, I have to go play with that animation stuff that Jeff showed. Yeah, we're going to have to do that, because one of the things that we want with our instructors is consistency, and nobody's recording with the same lighting and visuals and all of that. And if we make things animated, that would be so much more fun to teach our lessons in our course, and to do a little 5-minute, whoever it is, we can kind of have different or same even look and feels. I just can't wait to play with that, because could you imagine getting this cartoon character class instead of a human. I mean, you'll get humans too, but I think that would be really fun. Yeah, so I like to play with this stuff, and that for me, that seems like a super fun place to go after this.
I love that. I'm actually going to build on that for my aha, my second aha, which is we were just talking internally in our team that we're going to use Midjourney to start illustrating our blog posts, and that the visual design and the spell book that we want to build is going to be animation. And I think part of the reason for that is that the uncanny valley, that kind of creepy thing that happens when you try to replicate human beings with AI, is avoided when you make them illustrations. And so where the state of the technology is, we're going to use Midjourney and AI for images to create illustrations. And frankly, this is not an original idea. This is exactly what Nicole does at AI Smart Marketing. So we're just following in the footsteps of greatness, Nicole, in everything we do. I wanted to share this parting thought, and this is a nod to you, Nicole. I just want you to know I heart you so much. Thank you so much for doing this and being this. Like, you're volunteering your time and giving of yourself. Same with you, Anthony. And so this is a nod to Seattle, home of my favorite band, which is Pearl Jam, and my other favorite band, which is Macklemore. And oh my God, Macklemore's lyrics. So I'm going to read you these lyrics from his song Growing Up with Ed Sheeran. And he is such a killer. Like, there's so many lyrics that are incredible, and this is one that I think is perfect as a cap for today. So guys, don't try to change the world. Don't listen to all those folks. Don't try to change the world. Find something that you love and do it every day. Do that for the rest of your life, and eventually the world will change. And it sounds way better in Macklemore's mouth. So I highly recommend you go stream Growing Up. This is the actual real Macklemore. I think what I would invite some of you guys to do, if you want, is if you could come up with a new Macklemore song with a deep fake, we'll play it next week if anybody wants to take that one on. So with that, Masterclass 6 is in a week from today, May 24th at 12:30 p.m. We're going to be talking about AI for content strategy and SEO. We're going to have special guest Wendy Lieber of Content Bacon. And we're going to crush this session like nobody's business, because first of all, we have Wendy coming. Then we have me. I'm a content expert, spent my whole career doing content, MFA, etc. Then we have Nicole, who's been doing content and content creation for 7 years using AI. And then we have Jeff, who runs an SEO firm. So like the level of talent for next week's masterclass is just off the charts. You cannot miss it. Please come. Please bring your friends. 12:30 Eastern time next Wednesday. Thank you again, Anthony and Nicole, and thanks John and Mike and Tiffany and my whole team we're small but mighty for doing such great work and giving such a great service to all of you. And guys, take a second before you hop off. Let us know in the chat if you're finding this useful. Tell us thank you. Anthony, I love the red tie, and I can't thank you guys enough for being here, for sticking with us almost 2 full hours, for telling us in ways big and small, and especially just through your time and attention, that you're getting something valuable out of this. We appreciate you. We're here to serve you, and we look forward to seeing you in a week for our second to last masterclass in this season. And we're going to look for hopefully have some more fun, exciting announcements for June coming up real soon. So thank you guys again.